Hi, everybody. So, Richard and I are here together. We're so excited. We're going to talk about everything that's going on, and we're going to talk about a lot of the questions that you guys have been asking. Yeah, how are you, Richard?
Hi, honey bunny, my bunny made of love. Hello, Femi. I am great. Thank you for asking. And yourself, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Doing good. I've been talking a lot. My voice is a little hoarse, but otherwise I'm doing great.
You've been doing a lot of interviews, huh?
Yes.
Or collaborations, I should say.
A lot of meetings today. Mhm.
Okay. They went
Yeah.
well?
They went really good. Yeah. Everything is
Yay.
good. Yeah.
I've been busy too. I've been doing a
Good.
lot of hair, quite a few Zooms. Then the electrician man came. Then I had to figure out my mom's problem with the brakes. And then my cats got unleashed outside. So, it's like, oh, it's an indoor cat. So, oh my gosh, I hate this. But then I called on to my higher self. So, I'm higher self. I need you to kick in and bring Squiggles, Lady Squiggles, back to the door before I start filming with Honey. And guess what, Femi? I love you, higher self. Higher self within us, not up there. Thank you.
Yes.
And here we are. Okay.
I love it. And you made a poem today for
I did.
everybody. Yeah.
Mhm.
And I would love for you to read that first because it really goes to what we're going to talk about.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Would you guys like for me to read it for you? I'm sure you do. So I went into my meditation this morning, bright and early. And, like I like to focus on my day. And this is what I came out for you all afterwards. Eyes on. For those who wonder why they're here, for those who came first, who came last, or in the middle waves, for those who've stared at the sky and whispered, what is my purpose? For those who feel tired of remembering, but still long to awaken, tonight, let this be your echo. Because the truth is, you didn't come here to fix the world. You came to bring your frequency. You came to be the note that was missing. Some of you arrived like lightning, some like rain. Some came as builders, some as singers, some as shatterers of false light. Hello. But all of you came from the same hymn, the one your soul still remembers. So tonight, tune in, not just to the words, but to the frequency underneath them. This is a remembrance, Femi, a restoration, a signal. And if your heart begins to wake just a little bit, this means you're hearing your part of the song again. Yay.
I love that. That was so good. And it's so accurate.
Yeah, thank
So
you.
accurate. Yeah. Everything in the whole universe is built on light and it's created, the different forms of light are created by the frequency.
Yes.
Yeah. So, like, this is light. This body is light. This is made of light. All of it is made out of light vibrating at a different frequency.
Absolutely. Yeah. And this is why I think it's a very good time, right? To like, as I said in here, like it's a time to sing because like the dolphins, it's a beautiful frequency, right?
Mhm.
And then we change everything and we advance.
Yeah. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful time to make noise. And
Yeah. I do like
hum.
noise.
Yes,
I made it.
yes, totally. I love it. So everybody's been asking about the waves of volunteers,
Mhm.
and we know them as the way that Dolores Cannon talked about them, but it's more intricate than that, and we want to talk about that a little bit today. And that is where your purpose lies, but your biggest purpose is to be yourself,
Yes.
your real self. Yeah. So, what wave do you think we're in?
Well, I think, yes, my beautiful sister, that, like I love Dolores Canyon, and she was very accurate with the next waves of whether it be Indigo Child or Rainbow Child, but it's something different right now because, like where we're at right now in this new merge, it really comes with that remembrance going on, right? It's not so much of new off-world energy coming in, but I feel, you let me know, honey, that many of us are those new waivers that are there, and we're getting like our aha moment or coming online. There are some coming in, and they're not all in babies. Like we talked about, sacred
Right.
walkouts, sacred walk-ins, there is that. But a lot of us are the ones being activated. So I think that right now it's like totally a remembrance and then using that to create this new frequency, as in the song, the ripple effect.
Yeah. Yeah. Because it's like the 100th monkey thing where the monkey went down and decided to wash its sweet potato.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah. And pretty soon that whole island of monkeys was doing the same thing before
Uh-huh.
they ate their sweet potato. And then all of a sudden, the next island, which they had no communication with, started to do it as well. Yeah. So we're in that frequency now. We're in the fifth density and the fifth dimension. And our roles are starting to be more defined, I feel like. And we're getting ready to do projects. And I feel like everything is lining up. And I'm in the healer group,
Mhm.
according to Dolores Cannon, I'm in the healer group. But I also have other facets of me, and you have other facets of you. And I think we all do.
Mhm.
So recognizing those is important. Yeah.
And I think that in our facets also is like using our voice, our platform, in order to like trigger a remembrance that we're all very special. We all forgot it. We are all the next wave.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who's watching this kind of like show right now on your channel, my channel, like we're all femi, right? So there's something big about remembrance. I did a show with my Gary recently, and we were talking about like the four elements, right? Like going from gold to silver, bronze, metal, and back to gold.
Hmm.
Right. And right now, that's the remembrance, that's freedom right now. So, there is
Yeah.
something that there's something
Go ahead.
that's very much there. There's something that's very much there in the remembrance, because is anything new really? I don't know if it's really new because, like within a simulation, organic as it is, it tends to repeat itself in the cycles. So we're at such a beautiful place. We're remembering, and now we can change the frequency of this that is dissolving. So now I'm seeing now, like again, we were talking about Dolores Canyon, and did you want to talk a little bit about that? Like how the split has happened? Because we were talking about, I was asking you about 3D and 5D, and although we know
Yeah.
there is that split, But we feel that the 3D has completely vanished.
They have. So the 3D has vanished. So that Earth has vanished. They have ascended. The 3D and the 4D was the bridge to 5D. So they've also vanished. But we also talked about programming.
Mhm.
So if you think about your phone, and your phone is, let's say this phone is 4 years old, and it carried a lot of 3D programs, but we treated it so well that it made it into the 5D.
Yes.
So it still has programs to clean up that may feel like the 3D, and some people may not realize where they're really at. But that's why all these big dramas are coming up. And that's why the outside world is collapsing and changing, is because it's not supported anymore. And neither are those old programs inside of the vessel, the body that we live in. So if you have a program that says, I'm not enough, that's
Mm.
not supported by the 5D, because you are enough.
So what would
So,
happen if
yeah,
someone doesn't wake up to exactly that? They stay stuck in I'm not enough. What happens to them with this change?
they will ascend without their body.
That's right.
Because,
Okay.
yeah, because we're in the middle of the peak of what a lot of people call the solar flash, and that's what I call it too, but it's not really a flash. It's been this long, drawn out thing, but we're in that point where people are deciding whether to stay or go.
And we see it all around us every day.
Yeah,
So
it's
that would make
really
sense. It would
pronounced.
be like that. We're all anchored into 5D, and some it's like the old program, but they took care of the vessel. So it's up to them right now to like break the code of disillusionment.
Yeah,
If not, they pass. And then they're
yeah,
happy.
totally happy. Totally happy. I mean, my dad passed recently. A lot of people have passed recently, and I haven't found anybody that's not happy.
Yeah, me too.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, and pretty soon everybody will be able to have conversations with them. It's not
Yes.
just going to be people that are, have practiced that.
Well, because we're at a higher frequency, are we not in 5D? And we've turned crystalline. I mean,
Yep.
like, is everyone at 100%? I'm getting a huge, like, gold hymn of the ringing in the ears right now. But, like maybe at 90%, maybe at 80%, but we are moving up. And
Yeah.
this is what it is, right? Like, everyone's going to have, like, the gift of being able to contact with these higher planes. And I think it's beautiful. I do it every day, all day long. And you're right, honey, they're all happy. I've not met one departed that's not happy. And they're working and they're having fun. And they're
Mhm.
having fun at working if they choose to work.
Yeah, which is where we're heading, is having fun while we're working. And
Bingo.
yeah. Hmm.
Yeah. Oh, you got a good one right there. Because a lot of people go to work and they hate their work. They want to
Hmm.
get away. Yeah, you got something really good there. That's how much
Yeah.
we're evolving fast. And it goes also with the time collapsing and the running out of hours, right? We're there. We're absolutely there.
Yeah. Days go by so fast now.
Yes.
Yeah. They're just, and I feel like we're almost like the cycle is off, because I always got that we would have like a 40-hour day,
Right.
and we'd have 4 hours of actual sleep that we needed, and then the rest would be awake time, but the light would be softer. And so as we shift, things will start to change as far as the outside. But I'm really excited for this time period right now. Like, it's so good. And people are starting to really become more and more aware of themselves and who they really are. And they're starting
Hence
to
the
bring information back.
Hence the great remembrance
Mhm.
that we are all particle of source creator, different aspects or shards, but that's what we are. It's not
Mhm.
like creator, God. I don't like that word, but whatever. It's like a separate entity. We're all a part of that. And in remembering, this is how we break the code of disillusionment by remembering, like, wow, I'm powerful. I can see, I can predict, like I can manipulate if there's too many NPCs.
Yeah.
Stop thinking there's going to be a lot of people in the store, as an example,
Yes.
right?
Yes. It'll
And
be
then it's
easier.
vacant.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. So when I think about like God or the universe, whatever you want to call it, I see the ocean. It's basically like the ocean, and Earth is like, it's basically like a big party boat.
Yeah.
So it's a big boat out there, and we're learning stuff while we're on that boat, but we're in the consciousness of the oneness of God or source or whatever you're comfortable calling it.
Mm.
But we're there already. And the only thing is, maybe there's a little bit of film over all the windows of the boat. That's it.
Yes, I
Yeah.
feel it. I think that we might have been there for maybe even longer than we thought we were there, right? The
Yeah.
mind has to catch up. And I agree with you. I do see the universe as jelly water, like when you're pregnant.
Mhm. Yeah.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
planet
It's
Earth,
the
like
womb.
the womb. Yes. Hence comes Gaia, the party ship, the Club Med. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And it's gone from being like a pirate ship to being a cruise ship, and not a
Yes.
not a gross one where they dump all their stuff in the ocean, like a clean cruise ship.
Yes.
Yeah.
A futuristic clean cruise ship, right?
Right. Right.
Ah. It is beautiful. I do see the future. I've seen it for a while. I know you can see into the future too. And it's
Hmm.
green and it's plush or flush, plush,
Flush.
and oh, lots of greenery. And the water is clean. It is clear. It is a beautiful blue. And I was just brought back to Antarctica right now. Are you
Yeah, I
tapping
was
something
thinking
to?
about the ice wall too. I feel like that's coming quickly, as the whole information about what's really going on. And I don't know if this is going to be at the end of this year or into next year, but we're going to find out that there's civilization beyond
Yes.
Antarctica, and we're going to get to go there.
Oh, we're going to so much, and we'll be welcomed to go.
Yes. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is after we know that ETs exist.
Yes.
Hmm.
And well, it's hard not to know they exist. I mean, like we see ships all the time, right?
I know, but we actually start to interact with them a little bit, I think,
I can't
before
wait.
we go. Hmm. It's so exciting.
Sometimes before going to bed at night, I do a little like invocation or meditation invocation. Take me on your ship. I want to go party with the Lyrians.
They're the biggest partiers, I feel like.
Oh, I love them. They're rock
Yeah,
stars.
they are rock stars. That's how I always describe them, as the rock stars of the universe, like the 80s hair bands.
Yes, I remember you said
Yeah,
that once. Yes.
totally.
But they're
Yeah,
also sexy.
they're beautiful. Yeah,
Ah,
absolutely beautiful. And they're usually wearing like long robes, you know. Yeah, they're very fancy.
and jewelry.
Hmm. They're very fancy. And they swoop in and they fix things and then they go.
That's
Yeah,
what a rock star does, huh? Thank you. Stage exit left. Ciao.
exactly. They're like, okay, we did it. Let's go. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
fantastic. It will be very exciting to start meeting them. And there's so many. And I think that will completely wipe out like any drama about race.
Well, I never got the race thing. I mean, like my daughter's mother was Haitian. I never saw hues. I mean, like I can have a relationship with a blue being. Like I don't care. Like love is love, right? So, but I've
It
never
doesn't
really
matter.
encountered that race thing in my life. It's
I
never
haven't
been a
either,
thing
but
around me.
on social media, it's quite a big thing.
Yeah, but who's pushing that? Is it really like benevolent beings or it's the program? I don't know.
I
Like,
think it's the program at this point. Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. And what's cool is people are starting to realize that they're indigenous.
Yes.
Yeah. I talked about so long ago, and now it's like they know it.
They feel
I
it
love it.
and then come into a
Yeah.
remembrance again. I know I repeat that word, but it's there for a reason, remembrance.
Hmm.
Because I see like Turtle Island rising, Lemuria rising. It's all indigenous, huh?
Yeah.
And sacred
Yeah.
divine feminine woman, Mother Earth.
Hmm. Yeah. It's just a wild time right now. And it's like everybody's kind of either floaty, a little bit floaty, and kind of riding the waves of everything, or they're dealing with their stuff that's coming up to the surface and they're
Hmm.
a little crazy. Yeah. But it's an amazing time during this, experience. But I feel like the energy is just going to keep softening and more things are going to happen on the outside because we've healed a lot of the stuff on the inside, you know.
And I do feel different on my inside. I can
Hmm.
actually hear my blood.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Isn't that a weird thing to say? I can hear my blood. I feel my organs are better placed, and that's not because of past Mandela effect like learnings, but I can feel it. I feel my spine is so much straighter when I wake up in the morning. My head is like I can have an intellectual like conversation 10 minutes after waking up. And I got questions. I'm 2 steps ahead. It's like, okay, so I'm having a conversation with my cat. Da da da. I'm still
that's good
two
though.
steps ahead.
The animals have really big souls right now.
They do.
Yeah. And they're in the process of ascending and also helping us ascend.
Yes, and I'm wondering even like if they haven't even started beforehand to help us.
Yeah, because it's easier for them. They're doing it, they've had an easier time ascending than we
I
have.
I got 3 cats and we do like eye contact, like pupils. Look into my eyes. And oh my God, the intelligence that's there, look.
Oh yeah.
It doesn't even like felines are sexy to me, but they look like beyond human. Because
Yeah.
we think we're the best thing, right? So animals, how humanity thinks that animals is below us, then we're the most intelligent. I never bought into that, but lately, like eye contacts, like wow, I mean, like you're like off world. You remember everything of history within those pupils, and I just
Yeah.
melt and I lock, and they don't look away, and then we start having telepathy,
Hmm.
like total like a conversation.
Yeah, and they can see so much more than we can too. So they
Yeah.
know so much of what's actually going on. Like there could be two or three ETs in this trailer right now.
Well, they're around
And
your trailer, hence
yeah,
the
they're
winds.
all around all the time, but you never know. You're never alone, which at first that really bothered me. It's
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, I want some privacy, but the walls don't truly exist,
That's true.
so they can see right into the house and it's just an amazing time to think about, like, the construct that we live in is created by us. So, and we keep it up. And that's why if somebody's like a hoarder, like their energy is really low because they have to
Yeah.
keep all of that junk in their energy field and recreate it every morning, basically, when they get up or if they wake up at night.
And it would be junk that they don't necessarily care for. They just don't want to get rid of. So there's no nostalgia or light energy to the hoarding. It's just like stuff.
Yeah.
So if they're hoarding, maybe it's because they have a lack of something in them. So they need stuff, almost like a drug addict or a gambler. Maybe, I don't know. That's where I'm
Yeah.
seeing it right now. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a means of control. Hmm.
Hmm.
There's a lot of control mechanisms that humanity has built up over time, like being OCD or, their nervous system needing to control all aspects of everything that they're doing. And as we get more and more into flow and start to just receive more, that changes.
It does. And it's called surrendering.
Yes.
You just surrender. It is what it is. I know that I'm not going to blow up, explode, and be dead. Surrender to the stress. And then everything is so much easier. Less
Yeah.
traffic, less people at Costco. Well, that's a hard one, but I've done it. At Costco? Yeah, I've done it.
Yeah.
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 I've done it in a lot of the grocery stores and in the traffic, and the airport hasn't completely worked yet for the NPCs, and but it's worked to a point, like where there's a little few more seats than there normally have been.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because you
but
travel a lot, I believe, huh? So you see
yeah,
it. Yeah.
yeah, and I feel like we're getting close to different modes of travel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
How close do
Um,
you feel that could be you, my lovely, my baby, my sister?
depending maybe at the end of the year.
Yeah. I get the word September is big for something. Like maybe the start of talking about it. I get maybe end of September. No, you don't feel it?
No, I
No.
feel it. I feel it.
Yeah.
I would love it because we have a big trip planned in September.
Where are you going?
We're gonna go to Ireland and Italy because I have a project that I want to do in
Yes.
Italy.
Your
Yeah,
Italy project.
yeah,
Oh. Okay. Well, oh, you're gonna like that project. You're gonna feel free, young, youthful, and your father really loves this energy.
yeah. It's gonna be, I think, more creative.
I
So I have a huge project here in Colorado that I want to do. And I feel like that's coming very quickly. But the one in Italy is going to be more about just pure fun,
he's
fun and
showing me
food and creativity.
your dad showing me you almost I don't know if it feels like an apple, but it could be a grape. It's Italy, but plucking fruit from the tree, that's how you're gonna feed and eat them directly. That's the image I just got. Like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm so happy here. Pluck, eat, happiness. Yeah.
yeah. Well, we're going back to that. I think eventually it will just be eating from trees and not really eating anything else and basically sun gazing and getting energy that way
Hmm.
because you can. And I've started and I definitely feel better if I sun gaze every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So sun gaze, looking at the sun when it rises. Yeah.
Yep. Yep. And for me, because of the mountains, like it's risen quite a ways already by the time it comes over the mountains. So sometimes I'm just like closing my eyes and looking straight at it. It just depends on what my eyes want.
And you can still see it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with the
And you're
eyes
still
closed.
getting
Yeah.
that infrared energy.
And it's all good because this is a great topic that you bring in on the sun gazing. We've all heard it. Most of us has tried it, practiced it, but a lot of us have forgotten, like
Mm.
life got in the way. But it's a really good one because we are crystalline, but are we all at 100%?
No,
No,
well, the cells are all crystalline, but the body's organ systems are not totally rearranged yet.
including the pineal gland.
Yeah, it's not completely there yet.
That's it.
There's things that are going to continue to evolve.
And
Yeah.
that's a great trick, the sun gazing.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
even like you say, honey, when the sun's too strong, close your eyes, you can still feel it and see it. One thing that's not good, guys, pay attention, is sunglasses.
Yeah.
They
That's
look
really
cool. Yeah. And you see me doing sometimes little short videos for YouTube, me and my Trans Am with my USA glasses. That's just for the video. Or when I walk into a public place without sun to piss off Canadians. That's why I got those. But in general, sunglasses are not good at all. Would you like to explain why, my beauty sister?
because your body doesn't know how much melanin to produce, and then you get sunburned.
Ah,
Yeah, that's why. So, and also your eyes, which I didn't know this until recently, they create a lot of the what is that called that's in the proteins and stuff? Like
um, yeah, I know.
certain enzymes anyway get created, and maybe we'll think of it by the end of the video. But it's like certain things that you actually need for your body, which is why you eat protein in the first place. And they get created in the eyes.
Hmm.
So why not do that instead of eating so much? I feel like eating has been a really big program, and we can get more nutrients from the sun than we
Yes.
thought. Yeah.
Well, that's how it used to be, I think, even like in the 1800s, free electricity, Tantarian days.
Yeah. So what I got is the last big uh, cataclysm, I'm going to call it, but it's really
Mm-hmm.
a re and then a set happened in 1797.
17.
So
Okay.
yeah, and before that it was all Tartarian stuff going on, and some of them were nefarious and some of them were good, and there's a lot of polarity that was going on then just like there is now, but they wiped out the technology so they could control everything. And they're
Mm,
gone now. So it's really important that we let go of the polarity and that we just move forward with the beautiful original blueprint that we had and the technology
blueprints.
and
Yes.
everything. Yeah. Hmm.
But did they eat less back then?
Yeah, they ate quite a bit less. And I get that waste that came from human waste was dealt with in a different way.
Because they
Almost
had no
like,
toilets.
yeah, I feel like it was electrified or something.
Oh, that's a good one. Electric. Like just zap, go away.
Yeah, and they didn't have as much of it because they weren't eating as much.
I know me, I don't, I eat once a day.
Yeah.
I drink
Yeah,
coffee
I'm
all day, but that's not. But food, guys, maybe a bit of a snack at 2 p.m., like a piece of cheese. I don't
mhm.
require food the way I did.
Yeah, and I can feel it shifting in myself too. Um, and also I'm excited to start fasting more often.
That's fun. Fasting,
Yeah.
I liked it. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's just a lot of different things that we're doing that are things that are known, but now we're fitting them into this new reality that we're in. And this reality is supposed to be fun.
It has to be fun. It's gonna be fun. And if you don't want to be fun, well, reality is ciao.
Yeah. Yeah, there will be a certain amount of time, where people are choosing what they want to do. And I think as the RV comes in and as the everything, all the systems fall away, we'll be building the new. And if people are still hanging on to that old stuff,
Mm.
it's not going to serve the whole collective. And that's why we're going forward.
And
Yeah.
that's the important. It's not about one individual that wants to keep on to feeling secure by hanging to something that no longer serves. You're damaging the collective.
Yeah.
Gaia has spoken. We're rising. Like, get on board or ciao.
Yeah. And you'll either rise within your body or without your body.
That's right. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah. So everybody goes to the same place.
Hmm.
But if your body won't allow you to let go, or you won't allow yourself to let go, then of the old stuff, then you may not be here. And I feel like you guys are going to be here.
Yes.
So I'm really excited to go forward with you guys because we're all equal. We all have a note in Richard's song that he was talking about.
Yes. And
Mhm.
even sometimes, if some of them go, there's the place right there for the sacred walkouts and walk-ins.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's happening quite a bit. And also, I think we have a lot more NPCs than we did before.
Which is funny, like for me to wrap my head around. Like we'd assume there'd be less, but yeah,
Yeah,
that
because
could
I
be.
think a lot of humans have left. And I think as
Oh,
they leave, the NPCs will leave too. So I feel like the NPCs are going to leave like in steps almost,
like
you know,
three stamps, that kind of one, two, three, or
probably
is it
more.
like the solar flash? Like it's a long lasting.
I think it depends on us, but I think it could happen very rapidly, but I still think it's going to be in steps. Yeah. I mean, it could happen over like a few months.
Or else it could be too shocking for people to realize that
Yeah.
almost like
Well,
what
and
is it at the end of time in the Bible when everyone
oh,
drops out of
harvest,
their genes?
the
Uh,
harvest,
well, when they
apocalypse.
vanish,
Yeah.
like the
Oh,
good ones are chosen, and then
rapture.
yeah, that yeah, it
Yeah.
could be that if it would happen.
Yeah. I mean, that might be part of what we see. And I feel like we haven't decided yet as a collective what we want it to look like. But if you just look at what China has admitted,
Oh,
that they have 330, I think it was 330 or something million people versus 1.5 billion. I think that most of the countries will start to admit that they have a smaller population.
well, I had no idea they said that. It feels absolutely accurate, and of course, we know it's true, right? Wow. When did they say this? Just recently?
Lisa brought it up. I think it was like a month ago.
Okay. So
Yeah,
there we have it. But
yeah,
it's such a great time to be alive and twitching. We're
it
waking
is.
up from the dream, Femi.
Mhm.
That's all it's been. We've been sleeping and we're waking up. Doesn't
Yeah,
it feel good to wake up? I'm so happy to wake up.
I am too. And there's all these different stages of awakening, and we're coming into the really big stages right now. You
And
know,
I think that why some people could be awakening faster than others, maybe we'll want to take it here. What do you say, my sister? Like on higher self.
if, yeah, I feel
You
like,
know, the
go
more
ahead.
you work at,
Right. The more you work at it, the more you're talking to your higher self, the more you're practicing, practice in joy and fun because you learn faster that way.
Yes.
Yeah. But the more you're practicing, the faster you're going to be doing it like on a constant basis. And it took me years to do that. And
Yeah.
honestly, right now, it's so much faster. You can learn it so much faster. Hmm.
And the more that we do this, it's like weightlifting or studying to play guitar, bass, or singing or anything. The more that, for me, that we practice on a daily basis to tap within higher self. Which higher self? This is again, it's not a linear aspect outside of you. The tricky thing is, I think, because it's called higher self, but it's in your heart.
Yeah. It's in
Okay,
your
that's where.
heart. Yeah. And it is your oversoul that you're talking to a lot of the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is not, your whole oversoul is not all in your body. Like your body would be really overwhelmed by that amount of fractals.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's who we're talking to. We're talking to our oversoul. And we're also talking to ourself too for smaller, I feel like for smaller things, we're just asking ourself,
Hmm.
your own soul, the soul that's within you, because we have many fractals within us now.
Many, because they're all merging up because it's a time of the collapse of the old paradigm. We're
Yeah.
waking up.
Yeah. So all those, so if you look at the pine cone and you think all these were parallel lives as well, and maybe this many on the top have come into the body,
Yes.
and you're getting all the knowledge from those parallels as well. And we just haven't utilized it yet because the body is still recalibrating.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So that could be a lot like the time jump timeline shifts or what we're seeing like how time is very different because I know like we can feel it's very shaky or a lot of people are seeing like shakiness on their side of vision. My mom
Yeah.
says this often, so I don't know what just happened, like I was just sitting here and then all this happened and I feel I landed somewhere else. So
Yeah. Transversing timelines.
but these
Hmm.
aspects will be coming in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're healing and they're coming in to continue to help ascension because we're ascending the one little human that's within you. But the bigger your vibration is, then the more people that you help.
Because you
Because,
become
yeah,
addictive.
yeah, you become magnetic and
Yeah.
yeah, and you also are kind of shedding, like your light is shining on them,
Yeah.
you know? So it's an amazing time to be alive. And Richard and I are going to be talking a lot about higher self in the future here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
if
Yes.
you're interested in that, we want to know about it. So put it in the comments and tell us because we really feel like it's time for everybody to be able to do that. Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely, guys. And it's a frequency thing. Okay.
Mhm.
Because we're very aware, all of us, it's like we've been stuck in traffic for a long time. We've been patient. But now it's enough with patience. Okay, we're done regurgitating stuff from the past. Now we're stepping up. As like we see gold, and let's go. So if you want to know about exactly just that, the higher self, like bring it in, like in the comments, and we will be happy to do everything we can to like use our platform, our voices, our love, our hearts and because that the traffic thing, I'm done with it. I'm done with it. I got a Firebird. I'm like bursting out of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. When I told my husband that all the roads would probably disappear and they would just be dirt, he got really upset. Yeah.
Gaia does not like concrete.
No,
at
she doesn't.
all.
Uh-uh.
No, 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 no. That's
No.
all going away. Oh, so he's flipping out because he loves to drive,
Yeah,
but he doesn't see that his car could be doing so much more stuff than going on a like concrete.
right. Yeah. So he wants a smooth ride and probably doesn't want to take certain cars on, the dirt because then you get rock chips and all that kind of stuff. So,
I'm doing it with my Firebird
yeah.
because I'll be able to repair it with the thought of my eye. Bang,
Yeah.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah. And there won't be as many people, it'll be kind of like that Star Trek scene where he drives up in his, I think it's a Mustang or something, and it's Captain Kirk, and he's still on Earth and he's younger and he drives up really fast. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting, but it's on a dirt road.
Yeah. See, this is it.
Yeah.
It's all gonna happen, and maybe we can fly them.
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. Totally. Yeah, it's all an evolution. And how fast the evolution goes is up to us.
If
So
we
that's really important.
to get out of traffic
Yes.
and stop
And to
like,
have the good stuff.
yeah, just the good. We've seen enough of the ugly. We all know it.
Yes, we don't need it anymore.
It doesn't help no one. Nope.
Mm-mm. Nope.
And again, we've seen the future. It's bright, it's plush. The waters are so beautiful. And again, we're going to meet a lot, huh? Like, guys, the titans, the giants, the dragons, the elementals. I feel the elementals everywhere. I feel
Oh,
one probably somewhere in one of those plants right now, looking
yeah.
at me because I said, uh-huh. The
Like a little
Sasquatch.
fairy. Yeah, the Sasquatch. And
The
the Sasquatch is
Sasquatch I
beautiful.
love.
Beautiful. Yeah.
They're like
So,
Jaws, like white sharks got a bad rep because of the movie Jaws. Sasquatch, the same thing. Because
mhm.
I've encountered that energy, and they are so loving, and
Yeah.
they're very attached to trees, guys, and the elementals. Huh?
Mhm.
They
And they're very
travel
family.
portals. Yeah.
Mhm. Yep. Portals, family oriented.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're
It's a beautiful time.
wise. They're
Very
wise.
wise.
Yeah.
Very wise.
Yeah.
Yep. Very nature, very connected to nature. Yep.
And they can be strong. They can be like they could demolish, but I feel the original, like, okay, if there was a corruption with them, like most species had a corruption at one time in space, the good ones, there's a timid aspect to them that's wise and beautiful. I'm seeing right now like a female that looks, oh, thank you. I was gonna say white. She said no, fair faucet. So okay, beige. And beautiful energy. The
Hmm.
Sasquatch. I think we're going to see more reportings on
Oh, yeah.
the
More on
Sasquatch.
everything. Everything. More fairies, more Sasquatch, more ETs, all of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. And they've been there the whole time, but we haven't been able to see them. And now we're going to start to see them more and more often.
because we were calcified under a dome, under a program. Yeah, the Great
Mhm.
Awakening. Yay!
We're in it. We're in
Oh, we're
it.
so in
So,
it, and we're alive and twitching to experience. Do you know how much, like, all our family that are off-worlders or our beloved ones who have left the simulation, they're all cheering us up or on, like,
yeah.
um, um, uh, I got pom-poms, go,
Cheerleader. Yeah.
cheerleader, thank you. That's what they're doing. It's almost like a coliseum, and they're looking, so go, like, it's so magical. And it's happening now. We don't have to wait 20 years. Like, we're in it.
We're in it.
And
Hmm.
if we age a little bit, well, age regression, because as we awaken, do we med beds are a thing. They're not going to be called that. I never got it's going to be called that. And I see different theories. But we can do it also by just self-regression.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
mean,
we
it's a
will have the
beautiful time.
it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
Oh,
I
I love
love it.
it.
Yes.
We said it at the same time.
Yes. I'm just so looking forward to all of it, all the changes, and the energy is going to be like this. It's going to be fun, but calm and safe, and it's going to feel like home.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind, because as you meet your soul group, it feels like, oh, I came home for Thanksgiving.
Yes.
That's what it feels like. And that's why we're so happy and boisterous. And that's who I talk to most of the time, is my soul group,
Yeah.
because it's comfortable.
And it's loving and it's
Yeah,
securable and it does not judge.
right. And we're
Yeah.
on the same wavelength, so the communication is easy.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
also with telepathy.
Yes.
Okay, what am I thinking
Totally.
of now?
Uh, at first it came in as the car, but I think I'm too out of it to know.
Well, my car's always there. Okay, try again.
You're funny. Oh, this is hard now because I'm concentrating too much.
Okay, just relax.
Something, okay, something about sparkle.
Uh-huh.
Um, I mean, to me, it almost feels like a fairy experience.
Farrah Fawcett, you said it.
Oh,
That
I'm
was
just
good.
thinking,
Sparkle Fairy Farrah. Oh, you see,
like,
you just had to relax and you got that's what we have now.
yeah, we do. We
Right?
have that.
Okay,
And
throw me a thought.
okay,
A crystal?
it was right next to a crystal.
Ah, pine cone.
Here's the crystal.
Okay, because I actually
So they
closed.
were like this, sitting like this. Yeah.
Oh, see, Femi, this is what happens. And I want to like bring this back again because I don't know if I made it all the way through before because my mind is always racing. Like when I read cards, like rapid fire. So it's very important that we do a practice regularly. If you're serious, you go on a diet, you go on the gym, whatever you're doing, you need practice. You cannot just say, I want to contact my higher self and expect it to go like, bang, you're on. No, no, no. Now, we're all wired differently, built differently. It doesn't matter. And there's no rules. It's not like a heavy schedule that every day I got to take 47 minutes and no, it could be 2 minutes one day in the shower. It could be 5 minutes lying on your bed without sleeping. It could be 10 minutes working in your garden. It makes no difference, but you got to have a conversation and ask your higher self. See your higher self not as something that's outside of you. That's what I meant before, like within you. That's
Yeah.
where the program, like feel it like your best friend or a lover. Don't feel like as if it's something detached that you have to be like tremble and like that doesn't work, guys. And the
No.
more that you practice, the more you'll get connected. And that's where, like a pineal gland and all that, will make it to 100% crystalline. Right? Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, and clear.
Clear, yes.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah.
can, because I have fun my higher self. Like, I do jokes. I swear at times, like, not in videos because I don't want to like be like in a video, but just to say, I have fun. Sometimes they come, I'll just say like, "Whoa, you're sexy." Have fun. Whatever
Yes.
works for you. because that's your inner child and that's how you reconnect, and that's remembrance. We're back in the golden era. We're out of the iron age. This is why the elementals are here. This is why the titans are reawakening. This is why Gaia is pushing up. So, if you're here, do help her. Help us help you by connecting, because every single one of you count. No one is better. I'm not better. Honey's not better, but we have done the work, right? And that's why we have a platform to guide you. And we guide you out of love, So help us make this because the more we do it, the faster it's there. Because everyone's like, when's it going to happen? Come on, guys. We're a family. We have this. Let's rock this Casbar.
Yeah. And then after that, we'll work on telepathy.
Oh, wow. We were good, huh? You go Farah, Fairy Farah, Pine Cone Crystals. Yeah.
We're getting there for sure.
We're getting there.
So fun. Yeah. Oh, I love this, Richard. This was beautiful.
I love you so much, my sister. Do you know how much I love you? I love you with all my heart, all my heart, all my heart.
Oh, it's good. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody. And I want to let Richard say his thing at the end.
Well, thank you, world. Be good. Be kind to yourselves, and we'll catch you all on our next collaboration. Rock and roll. We love you back.
Love you guys. Bye.